Alright, here's XCOM. We'll start a, before I start actually, we'll do, just do a quick rundown. This is, Enemy Within. This is the full content, downloadable content, everything that could come with the game version. This is purchasable, you can buy this, but Enemy Within has everything. Extra missions, extra enemies, extra customization for characters, everything. So this is the version that you want if you were going to get the game. So we'll just do a quick run through the options. And I apologize for the static. Maybe get a better microphone, but audio is what it is. Gameplay, just leave that is what it is. Interface, I don't mess with the key bindings, and obviously you can see my mouse. That's the primary use. Video, yep, it's on full screen, and it's at 1080, as you can see. And then graphics are all on high. It's the highest setting you can have, so it's either low, medium, or high. Alright, so that's it. Master volume. Okay. Alright, so we'll start a new game. Start a single player game. Easy, brand new. This is the one you probably want to play. Normal is default. Classic. This is actually what I'll play the first mission on. And impossible is like what it says. It's extremely difficult. So we'll just play classic for now. Classic, you know, contrary to the name, is actually quite challenging. Advanced options. So here's where you would want to, if you've never played the game before, you would definitely want to play the tutorials. I don't want to play the tutorials because they're very, very scripted. But if you've never played before, I highly recommend going through the tutorials. Now, because this is XCOM Enemy Within, Operation Progeny and Operation Slingshot are also, this is extra content, so you definitely want to have these checked, because then these missions become available as you play. And it's seamless, so you don't actually you don't choose them when you play them, they just are introduced into the game as you're playing, which is really cool. Iron Man, this is kind of a cool option. This is, if you die, you can't change it. So as you can see, in Iron Man, your choices and their consequences are permanent. Pretty cool if you really want to, like, even more of a challenge than just the difficulty level. Next set of options are Second Wave, and this is just some extra options. As you can see, like Damage Roulette, the description's up at the top, this New Economy description at the top, and so on and so forth. These are all different options that you can either enable or not enable for whatever game type you want to play. I'm not going to enable any of them because I'm just going to play this first mission as an example. But those are options. Lots of options in the game, which are really cool, and these have nothing to do with anything except more enjoyable gameplay. So let's do it. And I'm just going to let the this play so you can kind of just get a cool little vision.
light of the recent extraterrestrial incursion, this Council of Nations has convened to approve the activation of the XCOM project. You have been chosen to lead this initiative, to oversee our first and last line of defense. Your efforts will have considerable influence on this planet's future. We urge you to keep that in mind as you proceed. Good luck, Commander.
Alright, so that's the intro. We'll start off by starting where we want our base of operations to be. So the cool thing about choosing where you want to be is you get a bonus based on how successful you are in that region. So North America includes everything that you see here on the globe, all the way from the Isthmus of Panama down here up to Alaska. And this is the bonus. So as we progress through the game, that'll be our bonus if we choose North America. There's our bonus if we choose Europe. This is our bonus if we choose Asia. Here's our bonus if we choose South America. And finally, if we choose Africa, that's our bonus there. So for this one, just because America, we're going to choose America.
The drop site for this operation will be in Canada. We've picked up a local broadcast indicating alien activity within a major metropolitan area. We should get down there and eliminate any hostiles.
Alright, so this is how every mission will be in the entire game. Gives you a brief, your objectives, and gives you the opportunity to launch at any point in time. I usually don't watch the full thing through on these after I start playing. I just click the launch mission button.
Strike one, this is Central. You are free to engage all hostile contacts in the AO. Don't take any chances.
Alright, so here is the introduction to the gameplay. So as you can see, we've been dropped off by this ship. It will stay here for the remainder of the mission. And we have been put into this city. Now as you can tell, there's fog of war here. And here's how big the map is. It's fairly large. You can see some of these red kind of like fences that are really hard to see, but you can sort of get the little outline there. They're easier to see down here. That's the edge of the map. You can't go outside the red fences, so it does give you a border, but within that border everything it's a completely interactive map. Things can be destroyed, things will explode, things will kill you if you're not careful, and then you can use things to be hidden behind cover, concealment, things like that. So here we go. Now as you can see, first of all, these are my squad size is 4 right now. We've got, let's see, who do we see if I can zoom in here. Let's change the camera around. So it looks like I have a not even sure what flag that is. A German, Italian, and someone from Africa. Alright, so no Americans on this mission, no big deal. Later on in the game you can hire different people to work for you, different soldiers, and they will be of various nationalities. So if you want like an all-American team, you can get one. Blue on the ground, the blue outline, this little blue line here, is the furthest advance that your soldier can make before their turn is automatically ended. The yellow advance here, which you can now see the yellow line way out here, they can dash to that point, but once they're finished dashing, they cannot move anymore for this turn. So we'll just get right into it. And one other thing is these shields next to objects, you'll see that these random shields pop up. A half shield means if I hide behind this, I get half cover from enemies, and a full shield means I get full cover from hiding behind enemies. But depending on the direction the shield is facing, that's the direction I get cover from. So if I hide on this side of the car, I get half cover because there's a window there, and it's only from this direction. So anything on this side, I will get flanked. Alright, so we have our objective is to just kill any aliens in the area. We don't even know where they are, so right now I'm just going to go ahead and move my squad up slowly, get behind some half cover. Alright, so I moved her to the edge of her blue line, and that was her last turn that she can make before I have to make her do something. Or I can move her one more time to the edge of the yellow line, which automatically changed now that this is the last part of the turn, and then she can do nothing else. So I'm just going to put her in Overwatch. If she sees anything, she'll shoot it. We'll move this character next to her. She'll also go in Overwatch. We'll move Hernandez up just slightly behind this object. Overwatch, and then we're gonna take Becker and we're gonna make a kind of a chancy move here. We can't see anything inside the building, and I can't see anything in this fogged area at all. So it's kind of risky, but we're gonna run up Jaina to the wall. She's gonna get full cover inside the building, but she's pretty exposed over here. So this is a chancy move right here. Very chancy. Oh shit. So, and that's why you don't want to take huge risks, but that's what happens. So, we've now discovered 3 alien enemies, and my turn's over, so now it's their turn. Don't worry about the meld up here in the corner, if you're wondering. Just, the tutorial will tell you what that means. It's like a currency in the game for other stuff. That's not good. Alright. So, oh shit, 3 more enemies. Great. So now we're in a pretty bad spot. These guys went back and hid, so they can't actually range during this turn. This car's about to explode, so I need to move. And these 3 enemies, there's an Overwatch guy here in the middle. This guy down here, he is linked to this alien, which means that he gets 1 added health bonus, and he gets this little green arrow here. Means he gets a increase in his aim because they're linked via their mind. So the 2 of them work together to try to attack, which is why she got hit so hard when she was shot. She's not quite dead. She's got 1 health left, but she's pretty hurt, so I need to get her out of the way. They also blew up the front door, so this area here is a danger zone. So first of all, we're going to move her. I want to shoot back, but I can't right now. I need to protect these guys. So they're gonna have to run. They're gonna have to dash. So we'll get her over here. Now, because that other alien over here was in Overwatch, he saw her running, and he's gonna take a shot at her. And she was hit. But you can only take 1 Overwatch shot when you're on defense like that, and so now I can move her without her getting shot. But now both of them are fairly low health, and this is not a very good situation to be in. And we're outnumbered, 6 enemies to 4. So this is it's not looking good so far. Alright. Okay, so Hernandez is out of range. He can't even see these guys. So he's got no shot, and I can't move him up behind cover on the car because the car is going to explode. So he has to dash. There's no other choice. So we'll dash him over here. Further away, as you can see, I'm getting further away from the right side of the map because there's 3 enemies back here in the fog I want to avoid. They're going to come towards us. They're going to advance, and I need to get these out of the way. I've already got 3 over here that I have to deal with, so my last move is Jaina. Now what Jaina can do is she can see all 3 enemies, which is what these little heads mean. And it gives me a quick snapshot overview of like what her shot chances are on each enemy. So 29% on this guy, 45% on the guy who was on Overwatch, and 45% on the guy way in the back. And that's this little quick snap overview that I'm doing right here over in the bottom right. Now, she's got her assault rifle equipped by default. She could switch to a pistol if she wants, but that's not going to help her accuracy. Moving her closer would greatly improve her accuracy, but as you can see, if I move this close, she has no cover. Even though it's a solid shield, the shield's red, which means just because it gives her cover from anything over here, all these guys are over here and they're just going to blast her and she'll die. I could move her here and she'd get full cover again, and probably a better shot. She would just knock out this window and shoot through the window, but then she's exposed to these three, so that's a bad move. Now moving her inside the building here is probably the best option because she has full cover and she's also covered by her 3 teammates, and she can still get a shot off because it's within her blue line turn, but it's only one move, so I can move her here and shoot, or I can dash her and not shoot. So we're going to move her and shoot, because her standing here, she's going to get killed. So we'll move her here. Let's see what her shot chances are now. Did they improve? Yeah, they improved a little bit. 36%, 45, and 45. Okay. Now, the cool thing about being inside with these guys now and being behind cover is not too worried about the aliens over here to the right, but do I trust her to get a 36% shot off? As you can see, the health of the enemy is blinking. That means if she gets a perfect shot, even though she only has a 36% chance, but if she does hit and she crits, she'll kill him. Same thing for these guys. If she hits him and does her max damage with her basic weapon, her basic assault rifle, she'll kill him, or she'll kill him. But she can only shoot once. She's got one chance to shoot. Had I not dashed the other team members, they would have shot as well. I just don't trust her enough. So here's what we're going to try to do. We're going to try to throw a grenade, because honestly that's going to do the max damage, and she's the last person on this turn until it's the enemy turn. So here's her grenade, and how far is her range? Let's check it. Ah, it just misses that guy in the back. Alright, well, let's see if we can get these two. Nope. Looks like we're only going to be able to get one. You know, the grenade's not even worth it now. It would actually be better to move her up and get a better grenade throw the next turn. So we're going to go for the 45% shot. Got him. Perfect. Now, that was less than a 50% shot, which is pretty amazing.
Their weapons appear to self-destruct when the automator dies.
But that was a good
We
shot.
should look closely for any fragments that could be salvaged for our own development programs.
Oh man, that was not good. Team's taking a lot of damage. Now what you saw there, awesome. Okay, enemy turns over. Back to my turn. What you saw there was when I shot him, because he was mine connected to this guy, killing the host that was hosting the mine connection severed the connection, and it also severed his connection as well, which instantly killed him. So I got 2 for 1 there by killing the guy who was connected by the mind, which is awesome. 1 shot, 2 kills. Can't get better than that. But we still have other aliens we got to deal with. So now everybody has a shot now, which is awesome. Or I guess not. She doesn't have a shot. She has a shot. He has a shot. And she has a shot. Okay. So what is her 30%? Not really feeling 30%. So we're gonna get bold on this one. We're just gonna go for the gold here. We're not gonna go all the way up to this side, because I don't want to get hit through the window from that guy. But we're gonna come up to about here.
Okay.
And now, see how the alien turned yellow and we turned yellow? We're flanking each other right now. So because it's my turn, I'm flanking him, and I'm gonna probably shoot and kill him. If I miss and my turn was over, he's flanking me, and so he would probably kill me. So, but because it's my turn, he's a done deal. So, got him. All right, so that's good. Now we got 3 aliens left. So we're in a much better position now. And I'm thinking,
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna bring her here. Now I'm going to use her to set up his shot. So he's behind full cover because he's got a full red shield. He's behind half cover, which is a half red shield. And I want to set up Hernandez's shot by using Morietti here. So Morietti is going to go ahead and use her grenade. And she's going to basically demo this whole area here. And all the blinking red stuff is everything that's going to explode. Which is kind of good to know when you're going to blow stuff up. Alright, it'll probably kill him. Actually, it will kill him, but it will set up Hernandez's shot on the guy behind the car.
You may want to
Got him.
instruct your men to exercise restraint when using explosives. While certainly effective at killing aliens, they also destroy the artifacts we're hoping to recover from the bodies. Just something to consider.
Alright, thank you, scientist person. So Hernandez can go here to the corner and try to get a shot on the guy behind the car up here, or Hernandez can go on a journey and explore back here, and you know, by coming back behind the wall, getting the meld container here, which is, as I said, was currency. He can jump over stuff, go through the back doors here, and do like some sneaky moves, but we just don't really have time for that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put Hernandez. Let's see, where's his best shot? Probably it's either going to be right here, one move to the right, or here. Or maybe on the corner here. Let's see. That guy's way back there. Let's see if you can see anything here. Nope. Alright. So Hernandez, you're just going to have to move up further. You're going to move him over here. Alright. Let's see what we got. Uh-oh. Got her. Oh man, that was a weird position to die in. Okay. So now she's a gunner. Now this isn't Iron Man, but if we finish the mission and she's dead when we finish, she'll just be dead forever. So I could like go back and reload the game and bring her back to life, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to keep going. But she's dead, so she'll never come back. And she's never going to get promoted, so she died as a rookie. Poor thing. Alright, so moving on. Let's bring Yaboa up here. See if Yaboa can get a better shot off.
I'm on the move.
What does Yaboa have? 45%? She could use her grenade and just demolish him, but let's try to get a shot. See if we can miss like terribly. Okay, that was horrible.
That is not good.
No, it's not. That was really bad. Alright, let's put... apparently this isn't a good spot, so we'll put Hernandez over here. Find some books. Can you get a grenade off there? Nope. Alright, so he'll just go into Overwatch in case the guy moves. And we'll move... So he can't come anymore this direction unless he comes through this building here around the back, but we would see him going that way. So I think Becker is going to have a really good spot right here. She's got good cover to basically everything in the front. And her shot's also 45, so take the shot. Get some.
Gleich schreibe ich mir Punkte auf.
Alright. I think that's the last guy. Oh shit. Now we're down 2. Alright, well, that sucks. But we'll keep pushing. And let's bring Hernandez up here. 25%. That's a terrible. I don't like that odd at all. So let's just toss a grenade here. Call it a day. Got him.
Good work out there, Strike One.
If I may, Commander, the labs are on high alert. Teams are standing by for your orders. We can begin researching the newly recovered artifacts immediately.
Alright, and all the people up here in the right corner when they pop up during the game, like they're all connected to you the whole time you play. And I'll just quickly, now that the mission is complete, it was executed quite poorly, but you know, it is what it is. That's the nature of the game. Plus, it's on a fairly high difficulty. So mission complete. We'll go back. Now we're going back to the base in North America, and I'll go over the base real quick because this is actually kind of interesting.
Commander to the research labs.
Welcome to XCOM HQ, Commander. I'm Central Officer Bradford. My role in this project is twofold: providing tactical support for our field operations, and keeping you briefed on the current situation. My efforts should allow you to focus on the bigger issues at hand. Speaking of which, we have a soldier waiting for a promotion in the barracks. I'll let you get to it.
Okay, so XCOM is stationed
No one was
underground.
expecting this.
Commander to the
They were
research
some of our
labs.
best.
Commander to the
I wish there was more we could have done.
And I'll get to that in a second. I'll get to the actual facility in just a moment. So as you go through the game and you score kills and successful missions and complete objectives, as long as your people don't die, which, you know, it is what it is. But if you can keep them alive, and they continue to promote. And as you can see
The assault
here,
class serves as our front line.
the
They're
first time they
first
get
ones into
promoted,
a fight, and the last ones out.
the first time they get promoted, they are given automatic at random their actual overall trait. Gabriel Hernandez is an assault class, so he's a soldier that specializes in the assault class abilities. And as he goes through these ranks,
Commander to the
the
research
more you
labs.
play and
Commander
the
to
more
the
you get these
research
guys
labs.
promoted, you get him promoted all the way to colonel, and you can choose his abilities as he gets promoted. The first one is given to him, like I said, assault. He's automatically given run and gun, which is really cool. It's a good trait, and you know, but you can choose the ones as you go. Our other person, Jaina, who survived, she's a
Just like it sounds, the support class provides that intangible edge our squads need. They make everyone around them better.
So that's what she got promoted to. She's a support. Ironically, the male got promoted to assault and the woman support. Anyway, so her ability that's given to her is smoke grenade. Later in the game, this becomes very handy. And then, of course, as she gets promoted, you can choose her abilities, and they are very, very good. Basically, this person can be turned into
Commander
like
to the
a medic
research labs. Commander to the
who shoots
research
people,
labs.
and it's very helpful to have on your team. But that's for later. All right, so those are my two people that got promoted, and we earned a medal. So I'm not going to go through the medal thing right now, but like you can issue medals to the soldiers, and it gives them boosts to certain properties. So the ones that you feel deserve the medals, you know, you go through a miniature awards ceremony, and then the person gets like a stat boost, and then they use that until they get killed, or you know, you beat the game. So, and it's just a minor stat boost, but it's pretty cool. And whenever you look at them in the barracks, you can see like all the awards they've won and stuff like that. So that's
the
cool.
recovered artifacts are being unloaded, and the research team is awaiting your orders. We'll get started as soon as you give the order, Commander.
And this is here during the operation. This is the stuff we recovered. So we by
Commander
completing
to
that
the research
operation.
labs. Commander to the research
All right,
labs.
lady, I got it. Research labs. I'm going. So by completing the operation, we unlock these research items. So we don't know them, but we can now research them because of our, you know, we saw meld in the map, and so we're gonna have to research it. Alien materials. This is what we recovered. We got to research it. We recovered some of their weapons fragments, and we want to, because we recovered dead bodies, we want to like dissect them and
Commander
stuff.
to the research labs. Commander to the research labs.
And this is just stuff that we actually got. So corpses, fragments, meld containers, you know, like I said. So, and this happens every mission. The more stuff you collect, the better.
Commander, you can now honor our soldiers by awarding them medals for accomplishments you deem appropriate. You can view and award medals in the barracks.
Got it. All right. So, what was that lady complaining about? Oh, research labs. Okay. So the XCOM base is underground in whatever continent you choose. We chose America, so we're under the ground in America somewhere. And I'll just go from top to bottom. So what we have.
Commander to the research labs.
Okay, hold on. Let's go to the
Commander
research labs.
Research labs.
So, freaking lady. So So here's the research labs.
Hello, Commander. My name is Dr. Valen. I oversee the research labs. This is where all of XCOM's research and development takes place. We have already begun analyzing the artifacts recovered from our first encounter with the aliens. Based on our preliminary findings, we believe we can use them to develop some new equipment for our soldiers. With your approval, we will begin research immediately.
I like her iPad. Okay, so basically what she wants, what this does here in the research lab is you just research stuff. That's all they do. So start a new research project, and these are all we have right now. You can research like dozens of things as you play the game, but so we'll do the xenobiology. It'll take 8 days to do the research. It costs this much here, and it just kind of tells you like what it does.
Commander, I realize our troops have to put their own survival first, but every alien we use explosives against is one less opportunity to recover new artifacts.
Yeah. She doesn't want us to use explosives, but realistically, when you're in the mission, if you're gonna die, if one of your soldiers is gonna die, you need to use explosives to keep them alive. That's what it comes down to. She'll bitch about it, but I mean, you either have dead soldiers or dead aliens, and so it's your call as you play. All right, go over and over engineering.
Commander, I was wondering when you'd be stopping by. Welcome to engineering. Anything they can dream up in the research labs, we can build it here. Speaking of which, Dr. Valen has just sent us some new schematics. With your approval, we will begin fabrication.
So here in the research or in the engineering lab, essentially this is where you build stuff. This is where you upgrade things, and as you build more buildings, you can put a building in.
Commander to mission control.
Oh my goodness.
Commander to mission control.
All right, mission control's next. And then you'll come back here to the engineering lab, and they'll continue to build and modify everything. This is your hub for building stuff. So, like, if we wanted right now, the only thing we can build is a med kit, and aircraft-wise, we can build a satellite. So, that's it. Facility-wise,
got some room to grow up here.
like
But if
these
we really
are
want to
basically
expand our facilities,
your
we're going
plots.
to have to start excavating beneath the base. Unfortunately, the deeper we go, the more it's going to cost.
Which is completely accurate. So,
Commander to mission control. Commander to
goodness.
mission control.
we'll come back to this in just a second. Let's get this shit out of my ear. Mission control. Where's mission control? Here we go. Alright. Now she should stop talking. Okay, so starting from top to bottom. We'll come back. I won't skip anything because this will just give you an overview of the base. So we're underground. This is where your hangar is. You can have 4 ships at your disposal, and they go shoot down incoming aliens when they're identified by satellite. So these guys will launch, and they will these planes up here will launch, and they'll shoot it down if they're successful. They can be shot down, then you'll have to rebuild them if they do, and their weapons can be upgraded as well. This is your troop carrier ship down here. So, and then you just come in here, and you can build ships for every continent that you're on, which is pretty awesome. Right now we're in North America, and we just have the 2. The next place, engineering bay, like I said, is right here. You don't actually have to know where these things are, but it's just kind of cool to look at your base. So here's the engineering bay. This is when you click engineering, you'll get taken here, and then you can build stuff, including other little facilities along the complex. This is mission control. You'll basically be doing everything here and in the situation room. These two, you'll spend the most time in these two. This is the research lab here underneath, and then this is like the medical bay. You can see some soldiers in there. They're just kind of zoom in a little bit. They're just kind of smoking and joking about, I guess, their friends dying, and it's no big deal. So that's that. And then this is the actual barracks. So like, you know, they got like this little area where they can hang out, little PT, more hangout stuff, and the beds look pretty comfortable. So, and that's it. And then these are just like access hangars and lockers and stuff for them. P-ways. Here's the armory for all the weapons. And then down here is the shaft. This is an elevator shaft that will go down basically as far as you can go, which is like 4 levels down. And here's just like earth that hasn't been, nothing's happened yet. Here's some like a steam vent area, just some debris. And what you'll do over time, and here's an underground satellite, what you'll do is you'll excavate these empty areas and you'll build new facilities. So like the satellite is a new facility, and if you wanted to add more satellite dishes for more satellites around the world, you build more of these as you go. And the same thing goes for if you wanted to build, you know, a foundry building to upgrade weapons and armor, you would put it here or somewhere else, and you just keep doing that. And so if we go to engineering quickly, build facilities, this is the layout of your whole base. So everything, like the hangars up here, the situation rooms here, or excuse me, here, like mission controls here, and then everything under that is all this. So the satellite that we just looked at is there, and you just excavate as you want, and you place things where you want. One interesting thing about where you place things is if you place like 2 satellite uplinks next to each other, they'll get a bonus. Same thing for power generators. You can put in OCS, officer, well, they call it officer training, and it's just like a training hall, and your guys will get, you can do things with the barracks more and get upgrades for the soldiers and stuff. So anyway, so that's that. And take a quick look at the barracks. So right now, here's the soldiers that we started the game with, minus the 2 that died. So here's all their nationalities. Now if I wanted to, if I didn't like some of these guys, like you can actually just delete them, or you dismiss them, and then they're gone forever. Or if you want to hire new ones, you come here, and for a price, you know, I can hire as many as I want up to the max capacity. And you'll get random soldiers. They'll come in with various flags from around the world. You'll get Americans, British, you know, all these different ones, and they're from everywhere. So if you want a full American team, you just got to keep hiring and hiring until you get a bunch of Americans. So that's that. And if you want to look at all your guys that have died, you can see like when they died, what operation, the day, how they were killed, and by who. Kind of interesting that this is actually part of it. And yeah, so what really sucks is when you get a colonel that's killed and he's got like 190 kills, he's been on like 48 missions, and then like boom, he's killed. It's like a bummer. But anyway, so that's the base. That is the base. That is where you're gonna do basically everything. I can't click on the situation room right now because we haven't done the second mission, which unlocks this. This basically tells you what's going on in the world. It allows you to launch satellites. It allows you to get financial bonuses from other countries that approve what you're doing, and gives your approval levels of each country and panic levels and all kinds of stuff. And special missions, covert missions, like just really cool shit in this area here, but we haven't got to the second mission to do that. And then from here, this being mission control, you know, you can look at it this way or look at it this way. I like this view personally. Basically, whenever you're done working on your base, upgrading your soldiers, doing all that cool stuff, you hit scan for activity and just find another mission. That's how it works. So the last thing I'll leave you with is we'll see what kind of mission we get next. And there we go. We have an abduction mission.
Commander, we've picked up multiple requests for assistance. Abductions in progress are marked on the hologlobe.
So if I wanted to play the second mission, I have a choice. I can do you know, a moderate difficulty mission in Mexico where humans are being abducted, and if I complete the mission successfully, I'll get 4 scientists, which means my research will go faster. That's cool. Or I can go and choose the mission in the UK. Moderate difficulty, a little bit higher panic in the UK, so they're freaking out a little bit more, and I would just get money from it if I were successful. Alright, that's cool. Or I could go to Nigeria, where it's a very clearly a difficult mission. Same panic as Europe, and I would get engineers as a reward. And engineers are good because the more engineers you have, the faster you build and the more access you have to building upgrades and stuff like that. But you can only choose one. So what do I value? Scientists, money, or engineers? And once I choose that one, the panic level of the other countries I ignore, which you can only pick one at a time. So these ones will disappear once I choose this one. They'll go up. The panic in the other countries in Europe and Mexico, for example, will go up. And I will have no choice but to then most likely focus on those areas of the world after I'm completed this mission. And the missions just keep going like that. And you have lots of choices, and every choice has a consequence, and you just keep going and fighting. And that's it. That is XCOM in a nutshell. There's a whole lot more to it, but that is the basic overview. And I hope you're not sleeping, because I bored you to death. Alright, that's it. Maybe next time I'll show you this.